She's looking pretty today. Hi everybody, it's BJ and I'm on my way to work on a Friday, which I never do. Oh my god, I jumped in the shower, I threw my hair in it. I have these things because it's like hard, you know, the shower caps you buy for like white people. Okay, they're really small. And when you have hair, that when you put it like on a bun on your head, it's like hot. You need like a way bigger one. So I get these ones from Black Girl Store that are humongous, but they fit my head. But anyway, so I didn't wash my hair today, but I got in the shower. I jumped out. I thought I was thinking that it was 10 to 3 today, and I think it's 9 to 3. So I am already late. So I didn't bother with makeup or anything. So, oh well, you're going to see my ugly mug. That's the way it is. But I wanted to address something because somebody was like, oh my God, Die Atwood, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, so I know I'm 62. I do understand that I am 62, going on 63 in a few short months. And that should mean that my favorite song is like, I don't know, Stairway to Heaven or something that happened during my high school, which I never went to high school. I went to junior high school years. So I actually went, but I didn't stay. So a lot of people my age, friends that I do have, not that I have many left, most of them are dead, but we went through the 60s, which was not a very good time, 60s, 70s, not a real good time for like people's bodies, because Feed Your Head was all there was, and that's what we did a lot. And that's just not good for like longevity stuff, you know. But at any rate, the people that are left, that are near my age, around my age, a lot of them listen to like the Beatles and Led Zeppelin, and I was always a Stones girl. I liked the Beatles. I mean, nobody doesn't like the Beatles. No one. Favorite album? White Album. But I way liked the Stones more because they were kind of like this much more guttural, garagey, raunchy sound, which I like. For instance, I liked all that. Then we went into big hair. Like after the 70s, the 80s were like big hair, Madonna, shit like that. It's like very pop music. And there wasn't a ton of shit going on. I mean, yeah, there was still the regular, the Stones and stuff, because they were like doing, I don't know, was that Steel Wheels? It was like 78 was Steel Wheels. Yeah, so going into the 80s, but I hated hair bands. I was never big. I liked Alice Cooper back in the day just because he was so fucking different, and I really liked things like Marilyn Manson and stuff like that, but that was the 90s. So in the 80s, all that big hair, pink eyeliner, like, not because it was feminine, because I love a man. Oh my God, I love a man with fucking makeup on now. Let's not get it twisted. But it just wasn't me. Just the whole kind of rock anthem. I like certain things, you know, that were like strewn through there, but pretty much hated the 80s music. I thought it was too bubblegumish and obvious. I don't like obvious music. I guess that's it. So in the 90s, I loved grunge. Oh my God, it was like my music came back. Pearl Jam, fucking, I mean, I could go on about grunge for years because I thought it was like actually taking the late 60s, early 70s and really making it bigger. So grunge was awesome, and those years were filled. My head was filled with music from, oh my God, Smashing Pumpkins, Tori Amos, like all them, everyone I loved. Okay, every single one. So that was that, and then 2000s hit, and grunge was still around early 2000s to like mid 2000s, and like music went to shit again in my view. I was never big on Taylor Swift. I hate Nashville, again, too obvious. even if it's cutesy, like, she had, like, Taylor Swift had some cutesy songs, right? Like, they're cute. But it's nothing I would listen to long term. It's just not my thing. Bringing us to, what else did you do? I started looking for, like, okay, so then mid-2000s, 2008, I guess, on up. Then you get into, like, Morrissey and oh my God, Brand New and Silverstein and Flaming Lips. And then there was, what is that, emo? Like, were you emo? Like, I didn't even know you guys knew who emo was. Because there wasn't emo. But anyway. So then everybody went emo. And some of those I could take. I liked some of that. It wasn't, it was a little too, like, woe is me. like themed. But there was some interesting music out of that, so I didn't hate it. It wasn't like big hair bands. Just, I hate, like, that part of rock and roll. If you cut it out, I'd be happy. My kids wouldn't be, but I would be happy. But anyway, I guess not, because everything leads to the next. I mean, I wasn't like, bleh, but I was just like, oh my God, this is rock and roll now. And, you know, that's what happens. You're just like, is it going to evolve? It's going to evolve. Is it going to evolve? So in the, underneath all that was like rap. And I didn't like a ton of, like, what I call, like, the bubblegummy rap, the stuff you heard on the radio. But there was a couple of, like, I like radicalist kind of rap that I liked. I don't even want to go into that. Yeah, little militant shit. I like that. Then, and then, you know, it, like, I'm still listening to some of the 21 Pilots and Flaming Lips and that kind of stuff that's going through. But, through that, were lots of bands in other countries that you don't get to hear because we're American, right? So, they're not gonna, like, play us necessarily a Norwegian band unless it's like Bjork, who I think is fucking genius. But anyway, that kind of thing. Like, they're not going to play that, you know, next to Taylor Swift. So you have to kind of search for it to find stuff that you like. So, during the pandemic, while I was very depressed, I would go online and I would put in, like, Norwegian rock, and then I would see what comes up, and this rock and that rock, and one of the things that came up was South African rock, and that Die Antwoord was one of them, and I think they're genius. And I know, like, people are, like, gonna watch videos of Die Antwoord and go, what the fuck is she talking about? But the kind of almost oriental softness, little wicked girl of, what's her name? Yolanda, I think. I can't remember his name at all. I mean, I don't study him. I just listen to him. So if you go looking at Die Antwoord, you're going to say, oh my God, what the fuck is this? But I liked it. Similarly, and the reason why I even mentioned Norwegian, there's a couple of Norwegian folk kind of bands that I like. I can't think of the name off it. And then there's a lot of, like, all of, like, Greenland, Iceland, all that up there, that kind of Viking area, where basically that's, like, where my DNA's from. That up there, they have some, like, almost ethereal Enya type stuff that I really love, that has all to do with, like, the ocean and the salt and the water and the, it's just crazy. But you'll never hear them if you don't go search for them. So, like, if you like music, I like music. I like different, unusual, unique, a little evil kind of music. And then I also like ethereal, meditative kind of I like raw rock. A garage band kind of rock. I love finding the jewels in that. And sometimes it's crap and shit, just like everywhere else. But sometimes you find Die Antwoord, which I would have never found if I didn't look up dumb shit. And that's it. That's the whole... Now I know I'm 63 and I'm supposed to be in my place. Go listen to harpsichords and whatever the fuck 63-year-olds. I keep asking people, when am I going to play bridge? I don't know how to play bridge. Somebody better teach me the rules before I get to the age where you're all playing bridge and I'm like out of the fucking field. But I don't know. I don't think I'll ever do bridge. I think I'm always going to be a little off-skitter. And I guess that's okay, because I'm okay with me. I just sometimes think, when I say those things, do people think like, what is this old lady doing listening to Die Antwoord? But I never stopped listening. A lot of people did. Oh my God. So many people my age will tell me these songs and I'm like, Stairway to Heaven was the favorite. Yeah, when? 50 fucking years ago? Yeah, that's about right. And it's not that they're not good songs, but how many times can you listen to the same fucking song? Like me, yeah, it takes me down memory lane, I guess. But there's so much new, great stuff out there. Why do that? Why limit yourself? I don't want to. Anyway, that's why I said that about Diane. And, yeah, I like Die Antwoord. I don't know. You go find what you like. If you like, I don't like Nashville. If you like Nashville, I can listen to country. I can listen to like Texas, Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, like the big guys. And out in Emmylou Harris, some amazing stuff out there. But you go to Nashville, it is like that Dolly Parton, the new. I'm not. It's just not me. You know, it hurts my ears. Same with, I'm not an R&B lover. I don't know that, like, oh, I'm coming for you in the bathtub because I love you. Ugh. It's just too obvious. I think that I need music to be more intellectual than that. Like, you know what? You know what I fucking hate? I fucking hate that I like Kanye West shit. Like, I like his stuff, but goddamn, he's such a shithead. I can't stand him. And I hate the Kardashians. Not hate them. I don't hate anybody. I don't like the Kardashians. I've watched them. I thought they were ridiculously overpaid for whatever kind of talent you thought they were. I mean, I guess they were good business people. Or at least she was. The mom was. I'll give it up for Kris, because she's, like, pretty smart in the way she handled her kids. I mean, they're all billionaires, so you can't take that away. I mean, they're really smart. But at the same time, it's like, they're so dumb. It's scary. And I think, like, Kim's trying to learn stuff about being a lawyer, the last I heard, or something. She was going to law school. I think that's smart. Like, if you have that kind of money, if I had that kind of money, I didn't have to work. I did, absolutely I would go to law school or some school, because like learning's so cool. Like, to know more is like the best, but I have to be able to put a roof over my head, so I can't go to school right now. Anyway, long story short, don't close your mind just because of your age. Go out there and find what you like. You're gonna find shit you never even knew existed. And if it's not music, it's paintings or whatever, culturally, dance, whatever. Don't close your mind. You didn't see your best dance in 1962, 1970. There are amazing dancers out there now, or there are amazing painters out there now. Like, it doesn't have to be that we stop at a certain age because, we're too busy watching Jeopardy. I watch Jeopardy. I feel really bad. I'm so sad because I could smoke some of those. I love it. Do you know what I do? I sit and watch Jeopardy with my hands like this, and each question I get, I go like this. I'm weird. I'm a weird duck. But see, I read a lot, and reading makes you smart without you even trying to be smart. Because if you read any book, like let's say you're reading a book and somebody is an accountant, and in the book they're explaining things and using accountant terminology, you're going to suck that brain, your brain's going to suck that in, and somebody's going to say this and you're going to know what it is, and people are going to go, how do you know what it is? You're uneducated, you know, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yep, but I read. So always read. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'm trying to get you, expand that mind, expand it out over the universe. I love you.